From here on, I want you to open yourself to receiving.
So wait, I don't deserve it yet. Okay, I need to work hard for that.
You get rid of the clutter in your home, in your life.
When we receive our experiences and how we can train it better and help us have better results in life.
Know that every cell in your body eavesdrops on your thoughts. What does that mean?
Instead of being afraid, instead of like turning it away, welcome it, because it's just like any other emotion.
You are powerful because of who you are and what you are, not because of who you are not.
You know how important you are. You know how important your life is.
Knowing that we are light.
You have a unique human design blueprint. You do. And it shows you your important role in the universe, what your soul purpose is, basically by showing you who you're not.
There's still one thing in our lives that we can control.
Simply make the intention. Connect your issues.
Faith is not believing that God can. It is knowing that God will. So my fear has also been replaced by expectant faith.
And then life will be better.
As it has done for the past 16 years, the 2022 Build-A-Your Power Planner continued to empower Filipinos to create lives they love and claim all the good this world has to offer. Available in 4 designs that suit your personality and style, the inside pages is made of Forest Stewardship Council certified paper. It houses 12 special pages designed to help you live a fulfilling and meaningful life, 13 monthly calendars with journal prompts and reminders to help prioritize and plan, vertical weekly layouts to keep track of schedules, jot down notes, and organize daily tasks or appointments. And it also has a Perks of Abella booklet that houses lifestyle coupons for over 40 brands. When you scan the QR code, you get access to 12 safe spaces through virtual reality videos all over the Philippines. It's a wonderful respite from your inner chaos, and great with our VBMO Spark IM virtual cardboard goggles. Get to meet certified world-renowned licensed professional trainers. 2022 is the year that you become.
Hi guys! How is your Quenza app coaching experience so far? Just in case you're already done watching the coaching video by Coach Karel and also watching the replay of the FB Live series last Wednesday, you are set to do Brain Strong for Joy Primer worksheet. So you're gonna find it along with your pathways. You will be sent an email to remind you to answer it, so you can do it in the app, right in the app. But if you still want to do this in your journal, you're a pen and paper kind of person, you can simply generate PDF, download that, and voila, you have a PDF file of the worksheet from Quenza, and you can print it and put it in your journal or your BDJ Power Planner, and there you have it. So much to do inside the Quenza app, and we look forward to seeing you there. Don't forget to scan your QR codes in your BDJ Power Planner to get access to all of these freebies and more. Who am I? Sino nga ba ako? It's easy to get stuck in uncertainty and fear. It's been so hard for everyone this year. The present-day realities have made us believe that the future holds nothing to look forward to. Now more than ever is the time to acknowledge our multifaceted strengths. When we boldly answer, I am, to the question, who am I? We're calling out to an explosion of beautiful affirmations about ourselves that we need to be reminded of, so we can move forward with our inner compass directing us towards our ultimate goal. Joy. The BDJ 2022 Power Planner is an invitation to show up and trust in the soulful alignment of yourself and of your dreams. BDJ will be here with you as you intuitively recognize and continue growing your greatness.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday night. It's the first Wednesday of the month, and we have our featured coach for the month. Are you guys excited? Pakita naman dyan sa comment section. Hello guys, I am seeing Christabel and some other people watching us right now live. Please do share with us in the chat box where you're watching us from, because we want to be able to interact with you for the next hour. So, hello everyone. Hello the fem power ladies of Coach Reza. Aside from our Bella's watching us tonight. So, happy Women's Month. So, it's the first Wednesday of the month. As you know, we've been doing this medyo the whole year ng pandemic, whole past 2 years of the pandemic. Hello, Janina. I think si Christabel. Meron pong mga iba. Parang you guys need to give permission to StreamYard so we can um, call your name out and recognize you. So, again, so first Wednesday of the month since last year and starting this year, 2022, we welcome the month through a coaching experience that we have with one of our featured coaches. So every month, iba-iba yung coaches natin. So it's really a program to help you guys and people that you know to move from being disempowered to dream powered. Kasi yun naman yung nangyari sa atin during the pandemic, 'di ba? Parang medyo na-feel talaga natin na medyo nakaka-down yung pandemic and parang the impact on our lives, the impact on our plans, the impact on our goals. So it's honestly, 'di ba, coming from acceptance, it's really disempowering. So, but how do we turn it around? How do we flip it? And this is why purposefully for 2022, the BDJ planners have these QR codes that you can scan. So, I hope by now, guys, March na, sana na by now na-scan nyo na. 'Di ba? Na-scan nyo na. Here, you guys can scan. So, nakita niyo pa yung mga stickers ko, 'di ba, sa planner. So, I hope you're able to scan the QR code. You can message us if you need any kind of support or customer service in our Facebook account so we can guide you in terms of how you can scan and access our app, which is a Quenza app. That's the name of the app. And you can access the different coaches that we have in store for the whole of 2022. And there are different activities there as well. So meaning it's not just listening to the coaches as a webinar. There's an opportunity to go deep dive to answer the worksheets to figure out, connect back to yourself. Kasi we get as much as we give. So if we're just gonna give a bit of engagement, a bit of participation, baka wala tayong masyadong makuha. But if you're really involved, if you really take the time, take it seriously, I'm sure sobra-sobra pa yung makukuha nyo. So, please, how to access the BDJ coaching experiences, scan the QR code and sign up and then watch the videos. You can engage in the different activities, or you can also participate with us and check in here. I'll flash the banner there. Watch the videos. And you can journal. Like, meron kasi kaming journal prompts din binigay on each month. And, of course, we have an exclusive, special, like super, super, super special monthly webinar from our coach at the end of the month. So we've gotten a lot of great reviews from our Bellas, and I think there's some guys who also attend Bellos now, hindi Bellos. But people who attended our coaching, the past two exclusive coaching that we have with Coach Karel and Coach Kimmy, and super happy sila na nakatulong talaga sa kanila. So it's really the importance of us being able to process what we've learned and connecting with each other so that we can take our lessons to action. So for our topic tonight, sino ba dito? I think I have also this. Even if I'm doing BDJ, we've been in the dream empowerment business for for many years. But I still have this I can't Like, I can't do this, or I can't feel, accept the fact na ganito. So, maybe you guys can answer in the comment section, ano yung mga feeling nyo na hindi nyo kaya? Ano ba yung mga nasa limiting mindsets natin na minsan parang, I can't achieve my goals, I can't lose weight, I can't, what? Ano yung nararamdaman nyo? Growing and developing ourselves is never a straight line. So, our guest tonight, she is this month's coaching video featured in our BDJ Coach Kwanza app. And she detours inner debates that are bound to happen. Alam naman natin, guys, diba? Nafiramdaman natin internally na daming lumalaban. Especially whenever we grow in terms of new challenges. Whenever there's new challenges, new environments, new faces, like the pandemic, mangyayari talaga yung mga issues natin sa I can't, barriers, failures, any limiting beliefs that exhaust us. So our speaker for tonight, our featured coach for tonight, will talk to us about dealing with burnout and being unstoppable. She's the founder of FemPower Philippines, and she has over 27 years of experience from Christian counseling to neuro-linguistic programming, FemPower life coaching, transformology. She's the first Asian Hello? Nawala ako. She's the first Asian licensed formologist. And through her Radiant Transformology program, with processes designed exclusively with deep understanding of how women are created differently from men, Reza works with women to finally resolve their repeated issues, emotional blocks, with real, powerful, effective results that are truly long lasting. So, without further ado, let me bring in my partner. Without further ado, I will bring in my partner for tonight, Coach Reza. I think my
Hello,
internet is not
Dar.
working. Hindi ko alam kung
It's
naririnig
it's a
ba
bit
ako.
laggy. Yes, I can hear you, but
Lagging.
it's a bit laggy, but you're still on cam. So hi Dar, good
Okay.
evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening also to all the Bellas and to all the femme-powered ladies who are watching tonight. I'm glad to be here again.
Yes, yes. So we're excited. Thank you, Coach Reza, for sharing your time and knowledge with us. Kasi I know this is something talaga na it's also close to your heart regarding empowering our community,
Mm-mm.
women
Mm-mm.
with fempower nga, and we're very grateful and honored to have you here.
Yes, and
So
thank you
ayan,
for
Coach
inviting me
Reza,
back.
kamusta?
Yes. O, kumusta muna?
Kamusta naman
Ah,
ang 2022?
well, it started off rocky. January, di ba, ang daming nagka-COVID. Ako naman, thankfully, hindi ako nagka-COVID,
Yes.
pero I was feeling kind of sick. Parang I had symptoms for like 3 weeks. Tapos, sabi ko, ano kaya nangyari sa akin? Hindi naman ako nagte-test positive for COVID. It turns out I was having
Oh.
allergic reactions to I had an anti-rabies vaccine shots. I had like 4 shots sunod-sunod. So talagang nagre-react yung
Tapos
body ko. Kaya
nag-allergic reaction ka. Oh my
para
God.
siyang allergic
Oo.
reaction kasi feverish, tapos ang sakit ng kasukasuan ko and all that stuff. So admittedly,
Oh.
start of the year, I was not feeling unstoppable because my body was not
Stopping you.
100%. My body was
Yeah.
stopping me. Tapos sabi ko, nako. But when I recognized it, sabi ko, okay. Una, nawala yung fear. Di ba? Nawala yung fear na COVID siya. Pangalawa is, lilipas din to. Matatapos din to. So, medyo mabagal ang start ng 2022 ko. But, a lot of things are suddenly rolling in. A lot of partnerships, both in the Philippines and in Malaysia. Also working with companies. That's why it's an exciting year. So thanks for
Yes.
asking. How about you, Dar? It's a new
Same.
office.
We had COVID. We had COVID. We were downsizing our office, so we had to do
Mm-mm.
renovations.
Mm-mm.
Um, it's ano, parang it's very refreshing, to be honest, yung February for us. Kasi January, ang daming, as you said, parang ang daming stop. So February, di ba, we had
Mm.
like different talks together. So I think that was
Yes.
very energizing for me. The new office
Good.
is very energizing for me kasi it really feels like it's new
Yay!
energy. It's new energy and
Awesome.
parang that we're moving forward. So ako personally, I'm excited for that. And it's March. Ang bilis. Parang biglang
I know.
pagpikit mo, March na pala.
March na. Women's Month
March na pala,
bigla,
guys.
no?
Women's Month na, guys. Women's Month na.
Oo. Ang bilis, ang bilis. So, ano,
Mm.
hala, baka nag-host mode ako. Teka, I'll shut up muna. Oh, ikaw.
Deko lang. Ano ka ba?
Sorry, mag-host sa StreamYard. Pasensya na. Okay. So,
Oo.
so mukhang busy ang start pala ng year mo, no? I mean, madaming ganap. Pero, actually, you know, despite the busyness, nagka-COVID kayo and everything, you look great.
Thank you. I accept. Um,
Yes.
I think it's really the parang right now, yung parang may feeling na ra. I guess that's
Mm.
the energy that I'm feeling na parang
Mm.
we know na we're not out of the woods yet or parang there's
Yeah.
still a lot of things to be done. But parang because of the new energy, I want to be able to feel it more and we use that energy to move forward
Yes.
towards the future.
Beautiful.
So,
Beautiful.
ayun. Coach
Same here.
Reza, since
Oh.
meron na, since I mentioned, I think in the intro that we talked about your Radiant Transformology program. And,
Mm.
'di ba, parang I think ever since I first met you, that was something that I was really curious about. Kasi parang, I'm sure maybe sa some of our viewers tonight, parang they have not heard what creatrix is all about and what is
Yes.
transformology. Maybe you can share with them so that they can be excited to watch your video in Coenza.
Well, it's interesting, no, because transformology, I will say this a lot to those who would inquire or ask or reach out to me for professional help or intervention. Transformology is not coaching. I will set that already up front. It is very different from coaching because the processes are different. The results are also different in terms of permanency and longevity. And kakaiba siya because the way I'm seeing it sa clients ko, up to now, I'm still mind blown. So like how you introduced me earlier, no, yung Radiant Transformology program ko, it's an entire process where women are able to address yung mga issues na pabalik-balik. When I say pabalik-balik, they've tried everything. They've tried meditation. They've tried yoga. They've tried a combination of so many things. Workshops, seminars, journaling, coaching, even psychologists or psychiatrists. Ganun yung profile ng mga lumalapit sa akin. They have already been through therapy. They've already tried coaching or they've already tried going to medical experts. Pero yung issue, bumabalik or parang hindi nawawala. Kapag nadaanan nila or na-experience nila yung creatrix, I will tell you, ganito yung common reaction ng mga clients ko. Ano nga ba ulit yung issue ko? And I would remind them what the issue was. And they go, really? I'd say that or I'd talk that way? Yung parang hindi na nila maramdaman sa sistema nila. I will say that they can't find it nor feel it anymore in their head, in their heart, in their body. They're not, some of them parang would even say, I can't believe I was even thinking that way, or I can't believe I was even feeling that way. So some of you who are listening might be saying, ano yan? Hypnosis ba yan? Definitely not. Kasi during the process, the client is so very much awake. In fact, para kaming nagkaka-conversation. We're having a conversation. But, I would say mabilis siya. Because, why would I say mabilis? Siguro yung sa program ko, average issues, I don't know kung na-mention ko to sa'yo, Dar. 3 pages worth of issues. On the average, single space. Ganon yung mga lumalapit sa akin. As in, i-identify. We work kasi first to identify all the issues, the emotional blocks. I list it all down. I make sure the client will check, oh nga, tama, ito, yes, lahat yan issues ko. And then we're able to smash through all those issues in what? Less than 4 months?
Ayan. Sabi ni Nesty, I agree. The effect is mind-blowing.
Yes, alam ni Nesty yan. Alam ni Nesty yan.
Ayan,
Keep
guys.
Oo. Yun,
So,
so, in a nutshell, parang yun. Kasi I might go on and on. Pero, ang daming nagtatanong, pwede ba to sa guys and girls? Only for women lang po ang program na ito. So, yun lang po.
okay, yeah, kasi nagsispecialize talaga si Coach Reza or for women kasi I guess I mean ito yung years of experience that she really invested on, and that's why it guarantees the result. So, Coach
Yes.
Reza, our theme for this month is I am unstoppable.
Unstoppable, yes.
Oo. So what does that mean for you?
Okay. You know what? When I was younger, I would define unstoppable as sobrang go, fight, aja, nonstop. But then when I matured and I got older, unstoppable, I realized and I learned, is not just physical unstoppability, it's also a combination of physical, mental, and emotional. And I also learned and discovered that being unstoppable means also learning when to pause as appropriate or
Correct.
as your body needs it.
Mm-mm.
So that you can recharge and have the clarity, the energy, and the right mindset and heart set to continue doing what you're doing without feeling held back.
Nice. Oo nga. The alignment, mind, body, heart is the one that will help us be unstoppable. So I agree completely. More recently, actually, to be honest, yesterday,
Oh,
one
anong
of the
nangyari?
acceptance that I had to do, accept about myself is that I'm physically exhausted. Parang I think yung ipon for the past few weeks because of like, I mean, 'di ba, madami nga nangyayari. Like even
Nagsunod-sunod,
if
oo.
I enjoy the new energy can also be tiring, 'di ba? And that's not really bad, right? There just needs to be, kasi I try to donate blood. Personally try to donate blood every 3 months.
Wow.
And then na-reject ako. Kasi
Okay.
parang hindi nag-float hindi nag-sync yung blood. So parang kulang ata sa iron or something. And usually
Okay.
that happens when my body is tired. So even if I
Pagod,
slept
yeah.
the night before,
Mhm.
parang sinasabi nila, "Ma'am, parang mukhang pagod ka pa din." So
Kulang pa, oo.
kulang pa. So I guess parang it's like in a way a wake-up call na I get frustrated with myself. I beat myself up na bakit ako inaantok? Bakit ako napapagod? Instead of parang I was reminded by my coach/friend telling me na, Dar, parang practice naman the value of self-love, acceptance, compassion, 'di ba? Na parang yun talaga pagod talaga yung katawan mo So accept that, and then now that pagod yung katawan mo, then you can choose what can you do, right? But there has to be that acceptance instead of my feelings for the past 2 days was that I was frustrated with myself because my body wasn't recovering fast enough.
And we are not as young as we were 10 years ago.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yun, di ba? So it's a good thing na parang even that rejection that you got was also like a wake-up call. Kasi di ba, yung when our body starts feeling something, even if our mind is saying, no, go, fight. Ra pa rin. But the body cannot lie. It cannot
The
lie
body cannot
talaga.
lie. Correct,
Mm.
correct. So, Coach Reza, is there anything that holds you back? This parang in spite of knowing parang
How
what
to
you
be
shared with
unstoppable.
us yeah, on the alignment, diba?
Yeah, one of the things that would hold me back, ito ano din, personal realizations ko, would be if there is something new that I haven't tried before. And my mind would get into that mode of how should I do this? Strategy. I'm sure many of our Bellas can relate to that. If it's something unknown, if it's something unfamiliar or something that you have never tried before, it can be really daunting. It can be nakakasinda or parang there's just too many things running through your head. So in my case, ito yung na-realize ko. Because of Creatrix, yung fear ko talagang nawala. So parang I have evolved to becoming really fearless. Okay?
Fearless.
Yeah, oh. So the fear is no longer there. Ang nangyayari, may tendency naman akong mag-overthink na, yeah, like what I said on the strategizing part. But the good thing about it, so when I catch myself overthinking on the strategizing, one of the great things is I have also learned to stop myself from the overthinking. And ito nga, I always talk about it, Dar. You know, I always talk about faith over fear.
Faith
Faith
over
over
fear.
fear. Yeah, 'di ba like yun, yung nagkakasakit ako, 3 linggo ako hindi 100%. I was having fear at first. Sabi ko, ano tong nararamdaman ko? Itong pinagdadaanan ko? Bakit I'm feeling weak? I'm feeling tired? I'm feeling lethargic? But again, I had to remind myself, again, what is it that I'm afraid of? Kung COVID yan, ang taas ng recovery rate ng COVID kaya, 97, 98, 99% ang recovery rate. So,
Correct, correct.
diba? So, faith over fear. So, so I have a lot of new business ventures happening this year in terms of like a joint venture with Malaysia, and then also new partnerships like with you guys and also with another group who also wants to feature me as one of their core coaches or core coaches in their program. Sabi ko, ang daming mga unknowns na wala sa horizon ko, bigla na lang silang dumating. As invitations to talk, di ba? Nandun sila. And a lot of times, pag ganito, parang, paano natin gagawin to? Paano natin uumpisahin? Ang dami ko na naman questions. And again, I would stop my internal chatter. I would stop my negative chatter. Tapos I would ask myself, what am I really afraid of? Kasi, kung magkamali man lang ako or kung may mag-reject sa akin, I have learned to also overcome the fear of rejection. Kung may mag-reject sa akin, okay, thanks, move on. Okay, thanks, bye. Maybe not this time, maybe later on. So, nasagot ko ba yung tanong mo? So, tama ba? Have I felt times na...
Oo, yun nga. Tama. Nasagot mo
Yun.
naman. I really love the
Okay.
answer of faith over fear.
Yeah.
And thank you also for being vulnerable and sharing that it does happen also to you, that you do feel held back from time to time. And parang what helps you overcome that is yung faith over fear. Kasi I think
Faith over fear, yeah.
faith over fear. I think I agree. And I mean, I really also love it that that's also the effect of Creatrix, that it helped you
Yes.
become fearless. Kasi I think,
Sobra.
'di ba,
Grabe.
parang for others who have not gone through that self-awareness journey and going through the transformation, sometimes it's hard to catch yourself na shocks, nagiging fearful na pala ako, 'di ba? And then with you, you're able to catch yourself that even if when you feel you're being held back, you recognize it. Kasi sometimes we don't I think the one of the worst things, or what's normal or what's common, is sometimes we don't even realize that we hold ourselves back. 'Di ba?
I love it. Somebody said sa comments, Dar, hashtag undaunted. I love it.
Yes, ang ganda.
Undaunted.
Mhm.
Sino
'Di
kaya
ba?
yun? Sino
Ayun.
kaya? Hindi nakalink yung
Sorry.
account niya eh. Si
Oo,
Facebook
mag-ano
user.
share your ano, share your face, ano ba yun? Permission
Oo,
to StreamYard
yeah, kailangan i-link yung StreamYard sa Facebook account so that we can
so we
acknowledge
can
you.
yes, yes,
Yes.
correct, correct.
Okay.
Baka siya
Nice,
din 'to.
nice.
Hindi ko alam
Oo,
kung
baka siya
baka
rin yan.
si
Okay.
Facebook ano, si Facebook user. But thank you, thank you. Um, how about when there's
Del
moments, I
Armadillo.
mean, right
Okay.
now, given that you're so fearless, you feel powerful, you feel unstoppable, are there still moments wherein you fail or you feel like you're na parang wait lang, kailangan kong mag-regroup or something like that? Are there
Yeah,
instances pa ba
meron.
na
Meron, Dar. Of course, kasi nga, like, there are certain efforts or projects or activities na, alam mo yon parang in my mind, Cave, carry lang to. This'll fly. Or carry lang to. Uh, um, people are going to love this. They're going to enroll. And then it doesn't happen. It's happened to me in the past 6 months. And yung parang sama ng loob feeling ko, syempre nandoon yung parang, ay, shucks, ay, sayang. Pero ang
oo,
ang napansin ko rin, yung sama loob feeling ko would last for only like a few hours. And then move on na. Kumbaga,
correct,
I
correct.
allowed myself to feel the disappointment, and
The
then
disappointment, yeah.
it no longer, before kasi it would eat me up eh. It would eat me up for days and days and days. That's where the stuckness comes in eh. When your mind is just boiling and toiling and twisting and turning over an issue or a problem or a disappointment. Pero ang nangyari sa akin is, I still feel the disappointment, but it's no longer like at a level 10 that eats me up. So I will feel it,
Mm,
I will acknowledge it, and then probably after 2 hours, wala na. Kaya
mhm.
tuloy, mas madaling mag-isip ng malinaw kung ano yung next step. Or, mas madali na akong, okay, so it didn't work. Ano ba yung kailangan ko in-note na lessons? O sige, noted, napapahinga ako, tutulog na ako.
Kailangan announce sa universe na, guys, noted, noted. Para wag maulit
Yeah.
yung
Yeah, 'di
yung
ba? Lessons learned talaga eh. Ano ba
mm,
yung what's working, what's not working? Alam mo 'yan, 'di ba? Sometimes you will experiment, you will tweak this, you will try it. It's not working. Okay, if it's not working, eh, try another
yeah.
or go another way, try another approach. 'Yun.
Sige. So, siguro regarding, before we move to the burnout topic, to close off lang or unstoppable, meron ka bang, I
Hmm.
don't know, top 1 or top 3 tips, your choice, on how our viewers can be unstoppable?
Okay. Alam mo, I realized na i-reserve ko na siya for the workshop. But it's also in the Quenza app. So girls, Bellas, if you haven't accessed the March Unstoppable topic sa Quenza app, this is the right time. Over the weekend, you can do it, no?
Yes.
Okay. Paano ko ba i-shorten to? Ang dami kong gustong sabihin.
Go lang, go lang. May time naman
Okay.
tayo.
Okay. Number one thing to remember, as females, this is something that we need to forgive about ourselves. As females, being consistent is not to be expected of females. To force yourself to always be consistent and delivering 100% perfect, 100% energy, that will never happen sa ating mga babae. Why? Because our bodies are built very differently from the men, very differently from the guys. Our hormones are fluctuating every week, every month. Dun pa lang na-affect na yung body natin in terms of the way we feel and the way we think.
Mhm. Nice.
So if we expect our energy to be consistent, di sana naging lalaki ka na lang. Yeah, listen to what
Okay.
I'm saying. Kaya there will
Super
be
relate
times
ako
na,
dito. Samahan
yeah.
ako dito, Coach Reza. Okay, go.
So there will, yun, so tama-tama, you said that, Darna, kasi there will be times talaga you will not feel like doing anything. Or there will be times na feeling mo punding-pundi ka na, or talagang, ano yun? Ano yun? The flesh, ano yun? The spirit is willing but the body is weak,
The
or the
body's
flesh is
weak.
weak.
Yes,
Yon.
yes, yes.
Yon. Okay, that
The
line.
spirit is
So in
willing,
your
but the body is
mind,
weak.
yes, the mind is like, okay, I have to do this, finish the to-do list, check, check, check. I gotta go, may deadline, yada, yada. Pero yung body pagod na. Yung body hindi feel. Yung body is, wala lang, feeling meh. Because that is how, kaya di ba I told you the body speaks louder eh. The
The
body
body
speaks.
cannot lie, guys. Yung sabi nga ni Coach Reza,
Oo.
the body cannot lie. Sabi ni
Yes.
Jazz, sana napapanood yung asawa natin. Pwede naman i-share.
Alam mo ba, joke namin ng husband ko. Kasi one of his gripes is that I take longer than him when it comes to preparing. If siya, he can get ready in, like from ligo to bihis to getting ready to leave the house. Kaya niya in like 10 minutes. Ako siguro twice that time. And there would be times na parang grumble, rolling of the eyes, naiinis siya. I would remind him about what Brother Bo Sanchez talked about. In one of Brother Bo's talks, he went through the same issues with his wife. Siya kaya niya 15 minutes, bakit yung wife daw niya 30 minutes to 1 hour? Ito yung sinabi ni Brother Bo, natawang-tawa talaga kami. He goes, oh my gosh, I realized because my wife is a woman. She needs to take care of herself in a different way. Pag sa shampoo pa lang, iba.
May
Yung mas parang,
conditioner, guys.
may conditioner pa, di ba? Tapos kailangan ayusin yung sarili niya, magkikilay pa yan. Sabi niya, you know what? If I wanted someone who was moving as fast as I was, I should have married a guy. Tawa kami ng tao, parang, oo nga naman, di ba? So when he said that, talagang tinignan ko yung asawa ko, parang, nakikinig ka ba? So girls, tag nyo yung mga husbands nyo, share nyo to, yung mga boyfriends nyo. We cannot be expected to deliver at the same physical rate as men. So being in terms of consistency, in the same kind of discipline, it will be hard. Some women, they seem like they can. But I bet you, in a private conversation, when you ask them, they will admit, actually, napapagod sila. Or hindi nila nasusustain talaga, pinipilit lang nila. Hindi siya natural. Okay. Ayan.
Ayan na si
Si
Hobby.
Edwin. Ay, hambang. Okay. So,
At
nakalimutan
least,
ko yung number
fan
2
support.
ko.
Yes. Number one fan.
Okay.
Number one fan ni Coach Reza.
Thank you for commenting, hubby. Thank you, Coach Edwin, for being here. So, that was my, yung number 1 ko, diba? So, don't expect to be consistent. Number 2, in the times when you feel like you are already burning out, or you are like feeling that you are being stopped. Like what I said, listen to your body, because the stopping doesn't mean cutting it permanently or quitting permanently. Like what I said earlier, stopping for us is just taking a pause, taking a breather, doing a meditation, taking a power nap, drinking some tea or maybe coffee, but not too much of that, right? Stopping or pausing could be just like what? Getting out in nature. Like kami ng husband ko, car camping. We are so into car camping. If you guys haven't tried car camping, you gotta try it at least once in your life. Nakaka-addict siya. Okay? So, it's really taking a pause to just let your body recuperate. So, number 2 yan. Number 3, in being unstoppable, always remember that the mistakes are not there to punish you, to label you, or to make you feel like you are lesser, you are not worthy, or you're not good enough. All right? The moments na hindi ka 100%, the moments na may imperfectedness ka, the moments when you're seeing that things aren't going the way that you're going, are only moments that are teaching you something about yourself, about how you are living or running your life. And it's teaching you to recalibrate and
Mhm.
probably shift or change. Gusto ko mag number 4 pero let's stick it na lang to number 3 kasi pag-uusapan natin yan sa workshop eh. Okay? Alright.
Yes.
So,
And syempre
yun.
guys, imagine this is lang a few minutes of the time with Coach Reza and hindi pa tayo nagdidig deep. When you attend the workshop with Coach Reza, so again, madami tayong exposure with Coach Reza. For tonight, our FB live session. Number 2, yung homework natin over the weekend. Please watch Coach Reza's video in the Quenza app. And then the
Meron
number
din siyang
3,
workbook
yes,
And they fill out
exactly.
the workbook, yes.
Oh, let's take the time and I hope you can also join the Coaching for Power group and you can share your answers in the workbook so we can help process together. So para natin siyang support group for our coaching experiences. It's free, guys. It's part of your BDJ planners. So please do join the
Yes.
Coaching for Power group so we can process things together. And number 3, yung another special gift that we have with Coach Reza is that we will be having a webinar with Coach Reza on March 26.
26. Yes.
Yes. And here, we will be talking about dealing with burnout. Kasi 2 years na tayo nag-pandemic. Medyo celebrate na tayo ng second anniversary ng pandemic.
Itong
Kasi
March,
March
di
na
ba?
eh. Second year, diba? At least, medyo
Oo nga.
nag-normal, nag-declare na ng level 1 in
Level
Metro
1,
Manila
yes.
yesterday.
Yes.
Otherwise, we would be sort of declaring our second year anniversary of the lockdown. Diba?
I know, right?
So, thank you, Lord. Thank you na medyo umabot tayo with some sort of immunity. I think we've reached 70% vaccination. That's why we're able to afford this. So on March 26, we still have a virtual exclusive Zoom webinar with Coach Reza. So, this is to help us na parang, okay, nag-pandemic, natapos na yung pandemic, buhay pa tayo ngayon. But we feel physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted. So, how do we recover? So, yun yung pag-uusapan natin. Pag-uusapan ni Coach Reza and isi-share sa atin yung tips on how to deal with the burnout. Baka gusto mo, Coach Reza, magpa-teaser on this,
It's interesting. Sige, pahapyaw lang ng konti.
Pahapyaw, yes.
Pahapyaw, yes. I haven't used that word in ages, pahapyaw. So anyway, kasi, aside from the stuff that we have been doing in life, attending meetings, attending to our family, to our kids, to our parents, attending to everything else, there are actually hidden drivers inside of us that causes us to burn out. When I say hidden, we are not aware that we have these hidden identities or false identities. We're not aware that we have them. But they are automatically, unknowingly pushing us to behave in a certain way, to think in a certain way, to look at people, relationships, situations at a certain way because of these hidden identities that we have. So anong nangyayari? Even in your mind, you know you're not supposed to do things, you're automatically driven to do it because of an inner belief.
Yes.
And even if you're conscious, o sasabihin ko to, even if you're conscious about the belief, you don't know why you can't help but still you keep on manifesting it, you keep on doing it. Yun. Kasi it is driven by this internal beliefs and internal dialogues that we don't know form part of our identity. Now, which pwede naman natin i-address, pwede natin harapin, pwede natin, I will not say the word kontrahin, pero harapin so that we are more aware and we can change the behavior by changing What is it that we are seeing ourselves as, seeing other people, or even how we view life? So, yun na lang muna sasabihin ko. Yun na lang muna.
Ang dami din yun, guys. Madami na ako na takeaway doon. But yeah, I think it's really, I think yung one of the, what I remember also is that I think at least 80% of how we function is really from the subconscious on the
Oh,
day-to-day
yes.
basis. Like
Oh, yes.
80% or even more.
Mm.
So, parang generally how we react, how we respond, how do we handle our everyday situations. It's really the parang automatic brain, I guess, yung
Mm.
nag-handle. So if you don't pause, you don't have a bit of awareness or unable to, I guess, yun nga, as you said, like take control maybe of that habit or that response or automatic
Mm.
response, you really
Mm.
recreate and keep on creating the negative
The same.
experience that
Yeah, the
you
same
don't want to
patterns.
happen. The same patterns. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's the word. Pattern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
patterns. Yes. And
Oo.
nagkakaroon siya ng halo effect. Not just in, kasi people would equate burnout with work. Okay? But
Yes.
burnout actually involves all aspects of life. So it's our career, it's our relationships with others, it's our relationship with ourselves. So ano yung others na yan? Colleagues mo, pamilya mo, asawa mo, pati anak mo. So burnout can manifest in a lot of dimensions sa
Yes.
buhay. Ito pa, Dar, ang nangyayari, ang burnout, para siyang, in actuality, it's a solo thing. A lot of women will not even admit they're burning out, or are they ashamed to admit that they're burning out kasi they don't want to be seen as weak. They don't want to be seen as complaining. They don't want to be seen as talo or hindi kaya or incapable, especially when it comes to professional women. Kasi
Correct.
nakakahiya, ano yung sasabihin ng iba, it will be taken against me, it will be career limiting, etc., etc. Kaya titiisin nila ng titiisin hanggang talagang they really end up burnt out or end up quitting.
Na-feel ko yun.
Or,
Na-feel ko yun.
di ba? They
Mm-mm.
end up quitting or in some cases, nagkakaroon talaga ng mental wellness issues.
Correct, correct. I think you're right. That's a very very insightful and mind-opening for me na parang yun nga, burned out is not just work related. It's
Mm.
also related to parang I guess the people, our relationships all around us. You're right. Na-feel ko yung natamaan din ako doon, Coach Reza.
Yeah. Kasi alam mo
Um,
yan, parang
mm-mm.
I burned out when I was in my 30s, when I was in corporate pa. Alam mo yun, nung nagbo-burnout ako, dumadami yung mga mistakes ko at work, nahihirapan yung decision-making faculties ko. That's why nagkakaroon ng mistakes, or my patience was running thin. I would snap at people. I would become palaban. I would become a bitchesa. And even my relationship. So dahil short-tempered ako sa work, naiinis ako sa sarili ko. Pagdating na tuloy sa boyfriend or sa bahay, bitchesa na naman ako or hindi mo ako makakausap. Ganun. So those were already pala signs of burnout. And at that time, that was like 12 years ago, I wasn't aware. But it's talaga, nag-halo effect siya.
Yeah. Grabe, no? Oo. So, you mentioned that, yun nga, I think one of the, I guess the, parang things to monitor about how do you know that you're burned out? Like one of the things that you mentioned is that parang your decision making na-affect na, right? When you feel maybe that parang you're being indecisive, is that a good description for it? Or
Indecisive, or you are
you're
making
making quick decisions
yon,
that
quick decisions na hindi na pag-isipan.
rash decisions, yes. And
Rush
then
decisions, yes.
rash decisions. And then number two, if you're becoming more irritable, right? more irritable to your colleagues, to your loved
Mm.
ones, to the people around you? Are there
Mm.
other parang hindi ko maisip yung word. Ako naman yung
Okay,
nama-mindfuck.
sige.
Another
Okay.
parang, I mean, to know that
Sige.
you're being burnt out or signal,
Yeah.
signs of being
Yes,
burnt out.
there.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
how yon. So there you go, signs or symptoms of burnout, no? Kasi burnout, pwede naman talaga siya mag-manifest in different aspects. So pwedeng
Correct, correct.
physical, pwedeng emotional, pwedeng spiritual, at saka pwedeng behavioral. So katulad ng physical, yung parati kang pagod, or you're feeling drained, you're feeling lethargic. Health-wise, bumabagsak yung immunity mo or madalas ka nagkakasakit. Um, in my case, a physical manifestation of burnout sa akin noon, yung I would feel sick even if wala akong fever. Parati akong may headache or nagkakaroon ako ng pain sa body, sa stomach, masakit yung tiyan ko, masakit yung lower back ko, may muscle pain. Pero hindi naman ako nag-workout or hindi naman ako nag-run ng marathon, pero may pain yung mga muscles ko. I was also having a hard time sleeping. My sleeping habits talagang I would toss and turn, nagkaka-insomnia ako, even appetite, as in nawawalan ako ng gana kumain or wala akong gana, period. So physical yon. Emotional manifestations could be, ito big to yung isa emotional, especially for us women. Yung sense of constant failure, you're starting to doubt yourself, you're feeling trapped, you're feeling helpless, feeling mo natatalo ka, even if wala ka namang kalaban, or feeling detached, like you just want to isolate, you don't want to connect with other people, you're not as motivated, you're not as driven anymore, or nagiging negatron. Nangyari din yun sa akin. As in, nega yung iniisip ko, nega yung lumalabas sa bibig ko, nega yung nararamdaman ko. So even if something good happened in my work, I couldn't see the good because I would always feel bad. Or I would always feel dissatisfied or parang unaccomplished. Spiritually, it was also affecting me kasi I couldn't pray. Like, I would try so hard to pray, pero parang there was a block. It felt so empty. I didn't feel like praying. I was forcing myself, but it just felt so dull. Or kahit gano'ng kadami yung dinasal ko, parang walang prayers na na-answer. Parang di nakikinig si Lord sa akin. Lastly, some behavioral manifestations. Yun, sometimes yun nga, the ball gets dropped, or you end up avoiding or procrastinating. You know there are things to be done, but you're just avoiding it or you just don't want to do it. Meron yung kanina, I mentioned earlier, you just want to isolate. You just want to shut off the world. You just want to shut off the noise and just be by yourself. For some women, nangyayari yung burnout can also be leading to depression. Ayaw nang bumangon, gusto na lang tulog ng tulog. Medyo depression na kasi yun eh. Others, they would use retail therapy, food therapy, drinking therapy, if you know what I mean, right? Therapy, alcohol, food, or sometimes drugs just to cope. Another sign of burnout is lahat na lang ng bagay gusto mong i-blame. Blame your boss, blame your colleague, blame your staff, blame your husband, blame your kids. It's like you're taking out your frustration on everyone. Kasi you can't take it anymore or you just want to vent or just throw it at everyone else.
Correct. Right.
Yan. So those are just some of the many symptoms of burnout.
Guys, ako again, I'm like mind blown in our short parang 1 hour session with Coach Reza. So your your symptoms of being burned out can manifest physically, emotionally, spiritually, and behaviorally. So guys, please check it out. Ang very description, nakarelate ako ata sa lahat kay Coach Reza, sa description ni Coach Reza. So,
ayan na.
kasama ako dito sa magjo-join ng March 26. So guys, if
Yeah.
nag-check-check kayo, kahit isa dyan, I think, message us in BDJ and ask for more details for our March
Mm.
26th webinar with Coach Ressa, because this is an exclusive Zoom workshop with Coach Reza. It's live. It's for limited number of people. So please
Yeah.
sign up, because this will be talking, I mean, this will be a safe space wherein we'll just be, Coach Reza will just be assisting the yung mag-attend lang, the coaches during that session. So it's not like this na parang we're talking to everyone. This will be a bit more private and exclusive.
Yes.
So
Yes.
your concerns, your personal concerns, personal issues can be addressed and can be answered by Coach Ressa during that talk. So we do have the sign up sheet also. I will post it. Nag-remind si Jazz.
Ah, yeah. The
The
link
link
is
is
going to
here.
be.
Ayan.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes. So there, and the
Yeah.
link for details. But again, we are open for any questions. If you need support, you need just parang nahiya kayo, just message us in the BDJ Facebook page. So we can answer your questions. Kasi we've noticed in coaching, kasi since it's not yet as mainstream, even if a lot of people have talked about it, people really have a lot of questions. Ano bang mangyayari sa coaching
True.
workshop? Ano ba yung gagawin natin dito? So, we want to be able to reassure you with your concern. So, please do
Yeah.
message us in our Facebook page. And ayun, syempre, nandito ang ano natin.
Oo nga pala.
Project owner natin. We have the early
Yes.
bird rate before it goes up mid-March. So, kung kanina, sabi ko na nga, yung symptoms sa physical, emotional, spiritual, or behavior, kahit isa lang, um, please do consider this. So, your body, your mind, your heart, your whole self will thank you for it, because
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's really time to take the pause
It's time. It's time. Yeah.
and practice. Ayun, meron pang special remind si Jazz.
Yes. So I think the early bird rate.
Hindi ko ulit
Yeah.
tinatanong ka. Pero sabi, may
It's
bonus. May bonus.
1,800 lang daw kasi. Yung normal
Oo.
price daw is 2,500.
Yes,
I remember
2.5.
it's
Oo.
2,500, no? But we're offering it for the quick action takers and quick decision makers. If you're hearing this
Tonight.
and
Yes.
nararamdaman nyo na yes, kayo yon, nakaka-relate kayo, you can get it at
1.8.
1,800 pesos until when? Hindi ko kabisado.
Mid-March. So, I think,
March
baka
8?
March 15.
March
Tama ba? Or
15.
March 8.
Okay.
Oo,
March
hindi
8
ko.
ata.
Jazz.
Hindi natin. Jazz,
Call a friend.
paki-remind
May mga
kami.
call a friend. So,
Yes,
meron
Jazz.
guys
Oo.
deadline for the early bird rate. So right now we're doing it at 1.8. Guys, actually even the 2,500, this is a crazy deal that Coach Reza is exclusively offering our community. Coach Reza is, again, she has over 30 years of coaching in her belt. She is the first Asian creatrix transformologist. We don't have enough time to actually share all her credentials. Medyo shortened credentials yung na-share namin sa inyo. Pero super, super galing ni Coach Reza. So please do take this opportunity. So for those na unsure, rewatch this video. Number two, you can take the Kwenza app. I mean, of
Yeah, the
course,
app
watch
pala. Oo.
Coach Reza in our app for the month of March. And if you
Hmm.
feel like you need to level up, especially for those feeling the burnout, please do take the time to invest in yourself and work out your physical, emotional, spiritual, and behavioral burnout. And meron pang bonus. Baka ano lang yun. Baka sa
Yan.
first
Ayun.
few action takers.
Yes. Wait lang. Jazz. Medyo natatawa ako. Yeah, I think we agreed special kasi it's International Women's Month. All right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ang pinag-usapan namin, and I'm going to be giving this to the early birds and the quick action takers who sign up before March 8th, that I will include you in a group coaching session only for the early bird
Mm-hmm.
joiners, okay? In a special group coaching session before the workshop happens. So meron kayong first dibs,
Pretty
or yes, or parang pre-preparation that will
correct.
allow you to even process
Maximize.
better. Yes, maximize yung learnings nyo, tsaka yung
Mm-mm.
discovery nyo about yourself regarding our topic for the month.
Yes,
So
yes.
yun.
So very exciting. So again, just the first people who will be signing up like before March 8th, you will be included in a pre-work private exclusive session with Coach Reza before the March 26. So aside from enjoying the 1,800, meron pa kayong bonus processing session with Coach Reza. So guys, I don't know what are you waiting for.
I
Ang
know it.
cliche. Pero take advantage, promise. This is like a super great deal with Coach Reza. And please do check it out. And again, if you guys have any questions, concerns, you can message us in the BDJ Facebook. Our
Mhm.
customer service is in the BDJ Facebook. We have a ticketing system. So everything that goes through there, any concerns that you have, we really do process it. And ayan, meron na tayong nag-sign up. Kaso lang we can't call out
Wow!
your name. Ayan, yay! Done
Facebook
signing up.
user!
The Facebook user. Thank you so much.
Congratulations,
So
Facebook user.
yes, so we're excited. We will see you there at March 26th. And don't forget, my assignment tayo ah. Check out the Quenza app this weekend, even tonight, tomorrow, and watch Coach Reza's video. And of course, we still have a downloadable. So pwede kayong mag-deep dive also with that, like to process like current emotions that you're having. And let's go towards our journey to be unstoppable.
Yeah, and you know what? And especially because it is Women's Month, right? There are so many ways for us to take advantage of timing. Timing is really the essence for all of us. So, this is the right month. The fact that you're listening to this video, whether live or replay, it might be just a sign.
Correct, correct. I super agree. So, thank you again, Coach Reza, for your time. I really learned a lot. I really learn a lot every time we have conversations, and I'm very grateful for you for joining us and that you are able to that you are willing to partner with us. We are very honored here in the BDJ community. And guys, one of the things next week, watch out for when we launch our Women's Month campaign. It's I Am Worthy. So, everyone watching, you deserve this and you are worthy of this investment. And with that, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Coach Reza.
You're
And good
welcome,
night.
Blur. Good night, everyone. Bye.